And welcome everyone. We're at Town and Country Gardens with the Walkabout, the Garden Center with John. This is the new entrance to our store we're so excited about. We're gonna walk inside and show you what's new. All right, so we're really excited about our new store. We just had the ribbon cutting actually this past week, and we've greatly enlarged our houseplant selection and all of the indoor decor and home accents. So we're just going to show you some of that today and point out some of the cool houseplants that we've got. So we're going to start out with something the kids love, and that's the little Venus flytraps. We have both the Venus flytraps and the pitcher plant, which are both insect-eating plants that are fun for everybody, but the kids especially love them. And we try to keep those in stock all the time. But maybe just get a pan of the store a little bit, Corey, and then we'll just kind of walk through and show everyone some of the things that we have.
Yeah,
so with our increased selection of houseplants, we try to keep some flowering plants always in stock. So if you have someone you want to give a gift to, or you just need some color in your home, we'll always have some flowering kalanchoe or azaleas or bromeliads or something we'll always have here in bloom. As well as, of course, orchids, which orchids have become extremely popular in the last few years as people have realized how easy they are to grow and how long they bloom. They'll bloom for months instead of just a few weeks like most of your flowering houseplants. So they've become extremely popular. And then you can see we've just got a lot of indoor pottery. We've done a lot with pot in pot, so you can have your house plant in a good pot with good drainage, but then you can put it inside a decorative pot that is more attractive. Now this one doesn't have any drainage, but you use it just to set your plant in, and then you take it out, set it in the sink, water it, let it drain out, put it back in your decorative pot in the spot where you're displaying it. You can see we have some large dracaenas here. We have some beautiful large dracaenas, some large fiddle leaf figs. So if you've got a spot for a large plant, or maybe you've got a place for a plant at the office that you'd like to do, why, we've got all of these large plants here at Town and Country Gardens. Now in this room here, we've just kind of got a selection of most all of the different kinds of houseplants that we sell, and then we'll show you later more out in the greenhouse where we have lots more houseplants. But everything from money tree here, that's really popular. The little lemon button fern is extremely popular. It's kind of a Boston fern, but it doesn't get all crazy on you. It's just kind of tidier and dainty. Of course, the split leaf philodendron, very, very popular. And we have large ones like this, or even larger, or we've got little small ones that you can start out with. Now, as you notice, the small split leaf philodendrons don't have split leaves. So they start out just with a heart-shaped leaf, and then as they get a little older, then the leaf begins to split into, as you can see, this one is a little larger, and this new one is coming out with some splits in it. Another cool and very in plant right now is the little pilea, the Chinese money plant. It goes by a lot of different names, but they get little babies off of them, and I don't know, these are small ones. Here's one that's got a little baby coming off of it. But you can see here the little baby start, and you can take those starts and start new plants and share them with your friends. So those are a lot of fun and pretty easy to care for. Let's see what else. We've got just a little bit of everything here, and we also have all of the you know, the plant foods, the plant shines, all of the different things that you might need for your house plants through this area, including little clippers. I love to have just a little pair of clippers that you can clip your house plants with. You don't really need big pruners. Scissors a lot of times aren't enough. Something like this works great for that.
Tillandsia air plants, they're a new hit.
Yep, got lots of air plants here, both bare root, I guess you would call them, as well as some that have been planted up into little pots of various kinds as well. This one is very popular plant right now. This is the ZZ plant, and I challenge Corey to say what the real name of that is.
Yeah.
Zaza something.
Yeah, Zaza.
But the ZZ plant is very popular, I think, because it's just so easy to care for. Doesn't take a ton of light. It's just, we bought a little one. Well, actually, our son bought a little one here a couple of years ago, and he gave it to us when he moved. And it's just so, we just don't have to do anything to it. It's super easy to grow. Also, the little terrarium plants. We've got lots of little 2-inch terrarium plants, or, you know, if you're planting up a little terrarium or something, those are a lot of fun. And of course, the snake plants. Got lots of different varieties of snake plants. That's another one that's very popular and extremely easy to grow. And they come in the taller growing ones, the little dwarf ones, and even this is called cylindrica, Sansevieria cylindrica. These are really weird. You touch these, they're just hard as a rock. It's just hard to imagine that they're even alive. And then they braid them into these shapes just for fun. Let's see. You see some of the hanging plants we've got up here, some of the Boston ferns. Here's a big, beautiful peace lily. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Be great in your home or your office. These are wonderful. So we use these a lot here in the store. It's just a plant dolly, but it's super heavy duty. These things will weight you want to put on them. They roll really easily. They've got 5 wheels on them, casters on them. But we use them here in the store all the time to put our great big fiddly figs on, so we can wheel them into a new spot or wheel them someplace to water them. And over here with the African violets, you can see we have some self-watering pots here. These are great. So you actually plant your African violet in the inner pot, and then you fill the outer pot with water. The water seeps through the pot into the soil of your African violet, so that you never have to water from above. African violets don't like water on their leaves. They have a fuzzy leaf, and so it's nice if you can water them from below like that. And those have been very popular. They come in a square one or a round one. Oh, look at this beautiful rubber plant over here, Corey.
Even that plant stand. Look at
look at that cool plant stand. Lots of different plant stands, pots for them to go in. This is a cool pot here. So it looks like a ceramic pot, but it's actually metal. It's a metal pot. Now this one comes with a plastic plug in the bottom, so you can take the plug out and plant directly into it, or you can do as we've done here, leave the plug in and just use the pot as a decorative saucer basically for the plant. Let's see, some cute little tables here that could be plant stands or little tables in the living room. All kinds of just decorative things. This is an interesting little pot we just got in. Not very expensive. We got a real steal on these, but they have a galvanized metal lip on them, but they're a ceramic pot used as a pot-in-pot planter. There's no hole in it, so again, you put your plant in the pot that you've got it in, and you set it down in there to display it, and it acts as a saucer to keep your table from getting water on it. Just other fun stuff that you can see here. These we just barely got in. I love these. Each piece is a little different. We have some, these are glass. I don't know exactly how they make them, but it's all made out of glass. Have some pumpkins and some owls. We had some foxes here, but it looks like they're gone already. Just some fun stuff for decorating. This has been really popular. We've just about sold out of them. But a beautiful little kind of copper-colored pot, and you can also get a little wooden stand to set them in, or you can buy the pot by itself. And of course, some wall decorations. Other things that could be used, these could be used as a cup. They could also be used as a little planter for your plants. Be happy, be grateful, be positive, be yourself. Fun little sayings make a great little gift. All right, we've got more off in this section, but we're going to wander off into the greenhouse now and show you where the bulk of our house plants are. And to get there, you just walk through our what we call the solution center. So this is where we have all of our fertilizers, things like trellises, our garden seed, anything that you need to help your plants grow better. There's James back there, our resident plant guru that can solve all your plant problems. And now we walk into what we call the sunroom. This is our greenhouse where we have all of our house plants. And you can see we've got lots of them. More flowering plants and little polka dot plants here. Various kinds of Lucina. Here's the ZZ plant again. We also have some little baby ZZ plants. They're a little bit pricey, so it's kind of nice to get a smaller one and let it grow up bigger. But we have them from great big ones to medium size to little small ones. Lots and lots of ferns. You can see the nest ferns, a couple of different variety of nest ferns here. The ribbon ferns, the blue rabbit's foot ferns, more snake plants along here.
Cactuses.
And I'll come back down that side. So we've got this, of course, one of the most popular, easiest to grow house plants of all time, the pothos. They come in various shades of variegation. This one's really popular with lots of yellow in it. Super easy to grow. Don't hardly require any light, or they'll take lots of light. They're pretty tolerant of whatever you do. The anthuriums here with their beautiful disc-like blossoms. Little rattlesnake plants, calathea, those are really popular. That's one we found that does best if you water it with distilled water or RO water or something that doesn't have a lot of salts in it. That does a lot better. Here's more of the split-leaf philodendron and some alocasia. This is polyalocasia. Isn't that beautiful? Very cool plant. Lots more ferns over here. And then we come back around to our succulent section, and we've got a wide variety of succulents. Of course, they're extremely popular right now, but if you're looking for really cool, something really different when it comes to succulents, stop out to Town and Country Gardens. You can see here the little sempervivums. Some of these that are, oh yeah, this is a cool, we've got a vertical wall planter here. And you can plant them up with succulents or any kind of plant, but it actually hangs vertical on the wall. You put dirt in behind and plant your plants in the side. It has a place for them to drain and so forth. It's designed to be outside, not inside. This is really popular. This is called the split rock plant. And you can see it starts out with a piece, it splits apart, and then you can see the little baby one coming out of it. And then that'll come into something like this, and then they just kind of keep splitting. And they do have a flower on them. They sometimes will get a flower on them. These little mimicries, all of these kind of mimic rocks. That's pretty cool. Oh, and I gotta mention the tiger jaws. This is a tiger jaws succulent, but you can see why it has that name with the, just looks like a, I'm thinking it looks more like a shark jaws.
Shark or
but maybe it's a tiger shark jaw.
Tiger shark, that is a thing.
This is a new one we just got in. This is called Christmas Sleigh. Look how red those little teeth are along the sides of the leaves. Really cool one. We had another one we got in here a week or so ago, but we're all out of them, called Baby Toes. Did you see that one, Corey?
Mm-hmm,
that was a really cool one. We got to get some more of those in. Anyway, lots and lots of succulents.
Thank you.
Agave.
Yep, got some agave there. Various forms of aloe, the jade plants, and now we get into the cactus, and lots of different varieties of cactus. We're actually getting a little bit low on cactus, looks like. We'll be getting more in, including the grafted ones with the bright colors. And then some hylias and some ferns and some begonias and just a little bit of everything. I guess you could see we have got into houseplants in a major way at Town and Country Gardens. We hope you come out and see us, see our new store, see all the new houseplants, see all the pots and the indoor decor that we've got. There's nothing like it anywhere in the area. And we hope you come out and check us out and see what you can find.